Hi everyone, welcome to Dude What Podcast. I'm Harry Dowling, I'm joined with my best mate here, Tomo. Say hi.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Tomo.
And welcome to our first ever podcast of Dude What. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. We're going to look forward to watching a lot of strange films.
Yeah, so basically the point of this is we're going to get together every week. We're going to watch something that's supposed to be really bad, and or play something that's really bad, and basically then have a couple beers, have a bit of a chat about it, and and it's called Dude What, because we watch it and you're sort of like, dude what, so anyway, like I said, I'm Harry Dowling. I'm never really done any podcasting before, but I've been in a band for a little while, so I'm somewhat used to audio, but this is fairly new to me. I do have a degree in film studies, although that was kind of pointless, so I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. It literally doesn't mean anything. What about you, Tomo? How are you doing now? Who are you?
I'm doing good. I'm Tomo. I'm Jack. I'm currently full-time employed, but other than that, I thought I'd give this a go and try and see if we can get a podcast going, see if we can scramble our brains with some terrible films.
Yeah, because we definitely both like... I like films. I would probably say I like films more than you like films, but we both enjoy things that are so shit that they're good. So we're hoping that we find some hidden gems doing this, and some films that are actually so shit that they're good.
Yeah, we're hoping if anything does happen with this, we can get people suggesting and
definitely. So
take film suggestions.
The podcast is called Dude What. That's dude and then WUT. So basically, you can send if you listen to this, and you think of something or something that's really shit, send an email to dudewhat podcast at gmail.com, and basically we'll get that, and then we can start watching some of the shit that you guys recommend,
and hopefully it'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, eye-opening for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so first week, basically, I don't know if you could tell, but we've already had a couple beers. We're a few in. We got together and we watched Cats. So this is the 2019 Cats musical film. I've never seen it before. When I was growing up, my sister loved the stage show. I probably from like 90s or something. She loved that, so I'm familiar with it, but I've never watched it. I know a couple of the tracks. Don't know anything else about it. Don't know about you, man.
No, I haven't been to the theatrical versions, but I've been. Well, we just currently watched that one, which was very interesting.
Yeah, so I don't really know what I was expecting. We both knew that this was a 2.8 on IMDb going in. I like musicals. I'm quite a big fan of musicals. I go as many times as I can a year live, and then also love some of the movies and stuff. So I was sort of open-minded about this, because I've seen some films that are so shit that they're great, and so I was open-minded, but I don't think there's anything about it I liked.
No, it was very terrible. I'll be completely honest.
It went on for ages as well.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy most of the animation. Yeah,
so the main thing about this, obviously, is the way they look. I understand that you might not necessarily want to do like people in suits in like the stage show, because then it's like the stage show. So, but then like I was saying to Tom when we were watching it, I understand also if you don't want to go full on, that's a cat, flappy mouth cat talking, that'd just be kind of silly, right? So they went for like human cat CGI abominations, and it's bad. There's a lot of floating around in there, man.
Yeah, it looked very floaty. There was no it was just too smooth to where it just looked so ridiculous. There was a lot of things that just didn't make any sense.
So I'm gonna hit you with some film studies knowledge.
Oh god.
In film, there's something called the uncanny valley, and basically, if you think of it as like an X and Y axis on a paper,
Yeah.
and then it's basically like a big up and down in the middle of it. And the long and short of it is that the more realistic the CGI looks, the less sort of realistic it makes it, because it's too
CGI.
Yeah, it's like too perfect. It's weird.
Yeah.
And I think that had this like uncanny valley thing about it, because they were supposed to be cats, but they had like the people face, and it just your mind was like nah the whole time, and because of that, you couldn't get into it. You couldn't like. I found you couldn't really get with any of the characters. I guess characters. You want to go on that?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really. It is a very strange film because. Yeah.
Right, like I said, I've never seen the stage one. I know a couple of the tracks from it. So I'm guessing they made this for like the big fans who, you know, really wanted to see their favourite musical be like on the big screen. Yeah. So I'm guessing the film requires some knowledge going into it that we did not have.
Yeah.
Which is probably why the whole time we were going, what the
what the fuck's going on?
Dude, what? Literally,
Dude, what?
What the fuck is going on? I got no clue.
No.
Along with the CGI, the one thing that you kept saying, man, was about the size,
Yeah,
the scale
Yeah,
issues.
the size of the. There's a lot of times where a few times where the trash cans looked quite out of
Trash
place.
cans. We literally wrote this down. The trash cans. The 1 minute they'd be like the cats. Excuse me. So yeah, sorry, we had to cut there. I fully drank some beer straight down the wrong hole. So that's why I sound like shit. Anyway, yeah. There's an issue full on with the scale in this. 1 minute the cats are the size, like as tall as trash cans. The next minute they're opening the trash can, there's like 4 cats in there. And they're like fully stretched out, lying down. We the whole time were like, you know, what is going on with this?
Yeah.
And because of that, you're not like taking in any of the early songs. I didn't listen to any of the songs really until that one that we both said that was pretty good, which was I can't remember any of the names. We're looking at the list of characters now. Nah, I don't. We obviously didn't pay attention enough that we didn't know any of the characters or anything. Anyway, it's the one.
It's
the
just
cat
not
that,
as
like,
interesting enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was just not as captivating. It was just entire time being like, what? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were more finding out the flaws because it was just very.
The one thing
terrible.
as well, and also, by the way, if anyone's listening, if you hear any weird sounds or anything in the background, that's full on Tomo's pet pug, Minky, snoring currently next to me. So that's what that sounds.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one thing that we said a lot of the time through was just how creepy the whole thing was. Like, proper creepy vibes from pretty much all of the characters. Yeah, like...
Mostly the male characters, I'm honest.
Yeah.
It was just mostly male. It was just very strange.
There was that one guy, that one character that you were first introduced to, not the main female character. The first male character runs up to her, and you're like, okay, you know, this is like the second cat that we've seen. Like, we're gonna know this character, and then all of a sudden they're like barely in it, and we just were like,
who is this guy?
yeah,
Like, we don't even know. Like, what's he doing?
yeah, what is he doing? He's
and
there.
then he just looks very creepily.
And then, like, really fast, all of a sudden, like, everyone is singing this, this Jellicle Cat thing. Jellicle Cat, Jellicle Cat. Literally, Jellicle Cat, Jellicle this. I don't know what the hell Jellicle is, man.
They didn't explain it.
What's Jellicle?
I don't have a clue.
no idea what Jellicle is, but I guess like if you, like I said, if you know it, you just know it. It's a classic. It is based off a classic stage show.
Yeah.
To be fair, like it's not like nobody knows it. It's got loads of fans.
So it's better if you know that if you've seen the musical, but at the same time,
exactly.
It came to main screen, and no one really wants to. No one.
Yeah,
not a lot of people go to theatres.
You can't just jump in not knowing anything with this film. I don't think, because other than like the weird CGI, there's like nothing to keep you there. The creepiness is out of control. Like straight away to start with, you've got like weird trumpets and like weird music,
Yeah.
and then the main character, it's almost like this group of cats are like some weird
Stalkers.
Yeah, like some weird cat cult.
It's a big cult. No, it's like they have an end goal where one is just the sacrifice.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Full
They go
on.
into a balloon and
They sacrifice someone. They
It's
sacrifice a cat. What the hell, man?
They killed someone.
Are there any other?
Like-
Are there any other cats? That's what I want. Well, so we were saying this while we watched, right? The cats and the mice and the bug things all had human faces. We didn't see the dog at the door.
The dog
in that
at
one
the door,
scene,
yeah.
But he was like barking like a dog. Do the dogs have? Are they like human? Where's all the people?
And how would they those two cats strong enough to hold the door against a
Yeah,
dog? If I'm
no
honest
way.
with you,
No way. Where was everyone, man?
what I don't get is where was the humans, and why would who made those buildings for those cats
Yeah.
and mice?
It
and,
was London, yeah, nighttime, fair play, but it's London. It's nighttime.
yeah.
They're like, and
But
in
even
some
still, it's
bits, they're
London.
like at the that massive Nelson's Column.
Yeah.
The one with the like the lions around it.
Yeah.
They're all dancing around there.
in
Where's
the daylight.
Yeah. Maybe it's like
It just doesn't make sense.
maybe there's some sort of like weird like apocalypse thing that's happened, and the cats have all become like they're not cats, man.
Yeah,
They're like some sort of weird
mutation.
Yeah, like and like running around. That's why they've like
Yeah,
formed, and like dance is their like communication and shit.
yeah. That would be that sounds like
That'd probably be more interesting.
yeah. That would actually make it very very
It'd be much
interesting.
better.
to
I
us,
would
yeah.
watch that.
Yeah,
I mean, we'd probably end up watching it on this because it would be fucking absolute shit. But
yeah.
but yeah, like I got some other notes. So like the feed at the back thing, the Jason Derulo's character. So this film basically has some I don't know who the main person is. It's someone called Metty Towley, apparently. I think. Oh no, sorry. Francesca Hayward plays Victoria, who's like our main character that we first get introduced to, and then throughout that you actually get some pretty good like big names. Like, you get your Judi Dench, who plays like this older like cat character who's like in charge of them. You get Ian McKellen, like amazing actor, played Gandalf. One of my favourites. You get some big names, but like it's so jarring to see them as the cat
Yeah,
that you just like.
yeah.
It
It's
just takes away everything.
yeah. Everything that they do, you're just like, why would they? I don't understand why they would agree
Yeah,
to doing that part.
money, man.
Yeah, I wonder how much they
Money,
had from
man.
that. I'd have to have a good amount to be in that type of movie. Seems a bit degrading. I don't know why. Just
Especially for we were saying Judi Dench, big name.
yeah,
Did she have to put any like?
she's a good
Did
actress.
she have to put any prosthetics on? Like
Yeah,
what the hell? Make
Yeah.
her a cat. She's better than that.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's very strange. It just
it is weird.
yeah,
For
very
sure.
weird.
For sure, definitely a weird one. Sorry, we just basically one of the things we've got written so many times is just how like menacing and
Oh,
menacing the
it's
whole
so
thing is.
creepy.
The overtones for the whole thing are
The
just
insane
like,
trumpets,
yeah, the trumpets and just like how
menacing tone it is.
yeah, it's like creepy the way they're sort of like pulling her in. Like she gets thrown there at the beginning and she's like well, we don't know like cat law, cat politics, like how their shit works. But
Yeah.
like, she's thrown there. Does she know about like these gangs and cats and whatnot? She's there. They like pull her in straight away. There's that one cat that's sort of like has like a crush on her. That she.
At the beginning, it already started to seem like it was a bit of it felt like a bit of a horror
Yeah,
because of how
full on.
creepy the beginning was, where she gets thrown in. She was in a bag and gets thrown in by a
Yeah.
human.
The only
which you,
one.
yeah,
the
you
only
on-
one you see.
You only see that human,
Yeah.
and even still, it just doesn't make sense because obviously, it was in the one time it was even in the dark, but in London, you'd still probably get someone
Yeah, full on.
if they're singing, blasting their lungs out in the street. It just wouldn't really. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It's very strange.
So, if you can remember, because I can't really. Do you have a favorite song from that one? Go on, name me one song.
I don't know. The only thing I remember from that is Jellicle Cats.
Jellicle Cats. That's
Jellicle
like,
Cats. The only thing.
What the fuck is a Jellicle, man?
I don't
no
know.
clue. No.
They didn't explain it. Like there was no. You're like a Jellicle cat, as in like you're. They didn't explain, say like you're a breed of this cat or
Yeah.
something. That's a Jellicle.
What makes a Jellicle?
Yeah, or, yeah.
That's why we were thinking it's like just one, like one gang, like one.
It's one
cult.
big cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And other cats are just
The
chilling.
Jellicles, the Jellicle cult.
Yeah, even
That's
sounds like
literally-
it.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a good cult name.
Yeah, and like other cats are just normal cats chilling, you know, and they're like some sort of weird.
They're like join our cult.
Yeah,
New
No
people
way,
come
man.
comes round
No
to the area and they just introduce them.
no way. So I'm currently on. I'm on IMDb. I say we're not that big on much, so we're just going off the IMDb scores and things for these movies, and I'm just on like the trivia section. And I'm literally just seeing if there's anything that. Oh, okay. 100 worst movies of all time on IMDb. Fully understand that. Just saying that the it's on the IMDb 100 worst movies of all time list, which is understandable,
Yeah,
definitely.
very understandable.
It says that apparently Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote new songs for the film. Fair enough. Like I said, I've never seen this. I've never seen this before, so I don't really know any of the songs apart from that one song. That Memories one that's fairly popular. I know people know it.
Oh, I also remember a bit when Dame Judi Dench was but really bad lip syncs, and there was a few times it happened.
Janky.
It was
Just janky.
Yeah, it just did not look like she said. Either it didn't look like she said that, or it was. I don't know. It just really was out of sync. It just didn't match.
Janky the whole time.
Yeah, it was really weird.
So, do you have a favourite character?
The film was that weird that I don't even like any of the characters. If I'm completely honest with you, probably only Dame Judi Dench because I know her. I know her name.
What
so.
about the guy Idris Elba? Idris Elba was in it, man. He's a great actor.
Yeah, that is true.
But what the hell?
I haven't seen the
Weird.
Men in Black.
Was he Men in Black?
No, not the one with him in it.
Was Idris Elba in Men in Black?
I don't know. He was meant to be in a Men in Black. I don't know if that was
I
don't
don't
keep
know,
up
man.
with films.
Yeah. No, Idris Elba. He was the guy. He's in loads of stuff, man. He's a great actor, British guy. But yeah, so he was in it. But he played like the main bad cat of the film, and like with no explanation whatsoever, this guy starts busting out some like magic and stuff. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
The magic. In
that
the
really
film.
confused me. I was just like, so when are they magical? Like, because what was it? He went up in the air and then just disappeared into dust.
Well, that one dude can fully, like he can himself
Just
disappear
go,
into dust.
just like click or do
But then
whatever.
he can also make other people turn into dust.
Yeah, and also I remember everyone got drugged.
He fully well,
Like
it was him
catnip.
and,
Him and-
Taylor Swift.
Yes,
Taylor Swift was in it.
was just catnipping
Drugging
everyone.
the hell out of everyone.
So he could be the one that was the one life
Why would you
one.
want to?
to be sacrificed to the gods or whatever, the cat gods.
That's so weird.
They're
I wonder
very-
what. I wonder what actually is on like the other side.
Yeah,
because
they wouldn't show it because it's more
She,
of a
like,
PG
well,
PG film. It's a very
unfortunately,
PG film.
right at the very end, Tomo walked out after an hour and 49 minutes. Tomo walked out because he had to go get something and missed the last minute of the film. But anyway, literally
Didn't
nothing
really miss
happened.
anything.
Yeah,
No.
nothing happened. All that happened was that the character that we couldn't remember, the one that we thought was probably the best one who sang that like Memories song. I can't remember her name at all.
Was
Sorry.
sacrificed.
Yeah, she was the one who was chosen. Fair enough. She's had like a rough life or whatever. But in the hot air balloon, it just like disappeared.
Yeah. It's like, what happened? Did she die? Like, did she? I really don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is someone in that area about to get pregnant because of her being born again? So that, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, because it's like she's being in a new life. So it's like she's
Yeah,
going to be born
I
out of
get
a
you.
human,
So you
out of a
think-
cat.
So
like,
yeah, so in the
What?
cat reincarnation, you think they come back as like humans and other things, or just cats?
I don't know. So like, if they come back as the same thing, like a cat-human thing, then are they born out of one of the other cat-human things?
Cat humans. Oh man,
What?
I don't know. But you know, you saying cat human reminded me of another point that we fully mentioned, was the fact that obviously, you know, like this film's what, like a PG. They're
Still
like,
dark.
yeah, despite the dark overtones, you know, they're all like cat people. There's no like cat like boobs or anything like that. It's all like, you know, they're cats.
They have lumps, and it literally,
Yeah.
in reality, if a cat has a lump, it's not normally a good
Take
thing.
that to the vet.
Yeah, you take that to the vet.
Yeah. So, but anyway, throughout the film, there's like scenes where cats like get hit in the nuts, or like, you know, James Corden's character or whatever like falls on a wall and he's like, ooh, rolling around.
It was
and
the
whatnot.
trash can,
can.
and then he falls into the trash can, and then you discover that there's like 3 cats stretched out in there.
Yeah, man.
But it doesn't make sense how if he hits his nuts, like where,
yeah.
what nut, like, I don't- what,
Do you remember
dude,
the?
what?
Yeah, dude. What? Do you remember the weird, like, probably the best bit in the film, where it was just all like dancing and it was like that like funky music. The bit where we were both like bopping up and down because it was you know, the music was pretty good.
Pretty upbeat.
That one bit, and then it
Where they
and then
went
it like
dark?
changed, yeah, and it went to like that tail dance. You remember that?
Oh yeah, it was just really weird. It just,
Yeah,
I just don't really have much words to say
Yeah,
about this film. To be
mean,
honest, I've
yeah.
you said.
I mean, so like being the first episode, basically we've chosen something that we both haven't seen. I mean that's the plan anyway, but we've chosen something, and yeah, like this one is, I got no clue. Like
No.
I said, I like musicals. I like you know, I love films and stuff, but like
I'm like on the fence with musicals, but this one's just like made me lower down on the fence. This one's just very,
I mean,
very interesting.
the stage. I've never seen the stage show, and maybe I'll like that. You know, maybe I'll like that. But the film, it's got like a 2.8. Obviously, loads of other people like really hate it as well.
Yeah, but there's a lot that also there's probably there is quite a few as well that enjoyed it. Obviously, the West
Well,
End
yeah.
gave
I
it a
mean,
bit, but-
I you know, I watch some other YouTube channels, and people on there, one place in particular, or talk about all the time, say they love it. You know, but-
I don't understand it because it's
yeah, it's
terrible.
It's not great. I mean, I'm on the IMDb page.
Box
I'm
office.
literally just scrolling up and down the main page, and the main top bit just says staring at a wall is far better use of your time. And like that's not even going into the reviews or anything, but like that's fairly true.
I wonder what their budget was.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Oh my god!
So yeah, we've just googled the budget to see how much that film cost.
$95 million.
That's crazy.
Like, it's crazy, but it was overdone, which looked weird.
I wonder how much like people got for that. I wonder how the budget got divided up, because obviously a lot of it would have to be spent on the visual effects, but then you'd have to obviously pay some of the big names. What's that, Tommy?
Oh,
What's that?
reading that, Tom Hope's big screen version of Cats is continuing to cough up hairballs at the box office, with outside estimates of Universal's total loss of the musical ranging from $75 million to $100 million. So they pretty much know if they did top 100 million loss, then they lost obviously more than the budget.
Oh yeah,
And that's in the millions.
Way. Yeah, and for like Hollywood and that. Like,
Yeah,
it's a machine. It's a money make. It's a business.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a loss, man.
That's not good for them. But other than that, I'm not surprised. I'm not. If I'm completely honest with you, it was very. I don't know why they like greenlit that. We're like, yeah, that's good.
We said earlier, some musicals obviously would be great as films. There's loads that have already been done which are classics. There's some that really should be done, but then there's some that just totally shouldn't. Just should be left as they are. And
I think this is one of them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I haven't seen the original, so I can't really comment on the original. But at the same time, I feel like the original is probably better than this monstrosity, because it was just people in suits. Now it's like CGI'd and all really horrible. The
CGI just took away from it so much.
Yeah.
The whole time, I mean, because I like to sort of... I'm a bit nitpicky, like, so I was looking, and in a lot of the the scenes where, like, there's big group dances, a lot of them, their feet, they're sliding all over the place. It just took me out of it, man. Like,
yeah.
It's no good. Not particularly great.
When they were doing like certain spins and flips, and it just didn't make sense.
Flying around, the cat magic.
Yeah.
What are they like? Do they have to like train to do the magic? Like the one guy, the Mephistopheles guy, who was like one of the main characters, the magician guy, the one who liked our lady. That bit when he was doing his magic chant. He did it twice and it didn't work. So he tried it the third time, but you had someone in the background going, "Oh!" Yeah. And it was just pretty funny because it was like that's all I needed, and it worked. She came back singing the same song that somehow she knew, even though she just came back. Just doesn't make sense. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
I just remembered that, and it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
She was in that whole scene that
she got kidnapped.
Magical Mr. Mephistopheles. That whole scene, she's kidnapped. She's walking the plank. That Ray Winston character who's like, "What love, like walk the plank, love," whatever. Yeah. Like, she's walking to the edge, and like it cuts away, and it's like a couple of minutes of this magical Mr. Mephistopheles guy. She'd be dead, man.
She'd be dead. She'd have been off that and in the water and like drowning. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Or trying to swim or whatever. I don't know. Like,
doesn't make any sense. Cat magic, man.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere he started singing it, and then the third time they needed some guy harmonising in the background, and then boom, you got it.
Just weird.
Yeah.
Straight up weird.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
Like watching that, it was just a whole. My mind was just getting spewed up.
I couldn't really follow any of it. I think that was the main issue I had. I'm open to watching most films. I like watching pretty much anything.
Yeah.
As long as there's a story, it can have any like visual style. I'm not that big on like the animated stuff.
Yeah, no. Certain animated stuff, but not anime stuff. Just like. Just certain.
You like cartoon, Simpsons.
Cartoon.
I love Simpsons.
Yeah. Just stuff like that.
I mean, but the reason why you like that is because Simpsons is great because it's got a story. It's got like a big story.
Yeah.
Anything with a story you like, you can follow, you love it.
And it's more eye grabbing
Yeah.
It looks.
Yeah.
To be honest, it has better graphics than that. That just looks like a monstrosity.
But this didn't. What I'm saying is, this didn't have the story for me. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It was very confusing. It did not have a story at all. Like, well, at least it probably did, but it just didn't tie well together at all.
Yeah, I felt.
It wasn't told well.
I said I felt bad for the our main female character because she got thrown straight into it and was fully just abducted.
Stalked.
Yeah,
like when the guy
abducted by
came
this
through the
guy.
bed, through that window, he was like, "I'll save you." I was like, "Victoria, Victoria."
Yeah.
And it was like,
Oh, God.
where the hell are you stalking her? He's just like everywhere she is.
And in that scene where he puts his
It was Mr. Mistopheles, wasn't it?
Mr. Mistopheles
Yeah.
puts his foot into that high heel. That if it was a real high heel would be like, it's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
baby high heel.
It was like a
what?
baby high heel, yeah.
It's all over the place, man. They think that the average person watching will just like, not really notice. Like, nah, man.
It just
We're
doesn't-
already watching on edge because of the CGI so bad. Like, we're going to see everything, you know.
Yeah, from the start we knew it was bad just because of how creepy it was, and it was just really menacing and terribly animated.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just all over the place.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, so this week we watched Cats. It was an experience, definitely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least.
Hopefully, I never have to watch it again. So, Tomo, man, we've literally sat through that whole thing, that big old steaming heap of shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to give us your rank. So 1 to 10, go on.
I'm gonna give it a solid 1.
A solid 1.
Yes.
Right. Why?
Mainly because overall it was absolutely terrible. The story wasn't really there. Like,
Fair.
it just didn't make sense. A lot of size issues, a lot of other problems were happening through the movie. It was just causing problems in my brain.
No, definitely.
So I'm going to give it a 1, but the only reason I'm giving it a 1 is because of the one person, the one that ends up getting sacrificed. She was actually...
Yeah.
part was good. She played it good, but
Full
the
on.
whole premise of the film was just terrible.
Full on. Yeah, so...
And it was a cult. So it was very strange.
Yeah, so I mean, I was going to say 2. 2 out of 10. I don't think it gets much more than that from me. It was pretty all over the place, and my 2 literally go to the same character that Tomo was talking about. Well acted, well sung, shit film, basically. Like, hard to work around that when they're making you look like a shit cat. So yeah. That's our rates for this week.
Yep.
As I said earlier, you can you got any suggestions, send them in. We're pretty much open to watch anything.
Yep.
As I said, hopefully if anyone likes likes our sort of commentary or whatever, you'll listen in.
We'll eventually, if people do like this, find it interesting, we will end up getting better quality,
Yeah, definitely.
better microphones, a better setup.
As I said,
We may do live videos. Well, not live videos. We may be doing posting of YouTube videos, anything like that.
yeah, like
Anything we need to
this
do.
is literally our first one.
Yep.
So we haven't quite decided on next week's film yet. We've got a couple in mind. We're not gonna give anything away. We've got a couple in mind.
Yeah.
We're really trying to find something shit, but hopefully something that's shit. That has like, I don't know,
It has
heart at least.
Yeah, they
It doesn't have any
tried.
heart. Yeah, exactly.
They tried at least.
So basically, yeah. I've been Harry Dowling,
I've been Tomo.
and hope you've enjoyed this podcast, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Take it easy. See you later, everybody.
Goodbye.